Creative Mind and Success. By Ernest Holmes. How to attract friends. The man who has learned to love all people, no matter who they may be, will find plenty of people who will return that love to him. This is not mere sentiment, and it is more than a religious attitude of mind, it is a deep scientific fact, and one to which we should pay attention. The reason is this: as all is mind, and as we attract to us what we first become, until we learn to love, we are not sending out love vibrations, and not until we send out love vibrations, can we receive love in return. One of the first things to do, is to learn to love everybody. If you have not done this, begin to do so at once. There is always more good than bad in people, and seeing the good tends to bring it forth. Love is the greatest healing and drawing power on earth. It is the very reason for our being, and that explains why it is that people should have something or somebody to love. The life that has not loved has not lived, it is still dead. Love is the sole impulse for creation, and the man who does not have it, as the greatest incentive in his life, has never developed the real creative instinct. No one can swing out into the universal without love, for the whole universe is based upon it. When we find that we are without friends, the thing to do is at once to send our thought out to the whole world, send it full of love and affection. Know that this thought will meet the desires of some other person who is wanting the same thing, and in some way the two will be drawn together. Get over thinking that people are odd. That kind of thought will only produce misunderstanding, and cause us to lose the friends that we now have. Think of the whole world as your friend, but you must also be the friend of the whole world. In this way and with this simple practice you will draw to you so many friends, that the time will be too short to enjoy them all. Refuse to see the negative side of anyone. Refuse to let yourself misunderstand, or be misunderstood. Do not be morbid. Know that everyone wants you to have the best, affirm this wherever you go, and then you will find things just as you wish them to be. The atmosphere created by a real lover of the race, is so powerful, that although his other shortcomings may be many, still the world will love him in return. To him who loveth much, much will be forgiven. People are dying for real human interest, for someone to tell them that they are all right. Which person do we like the better, the one who is always full of trouble and fault-finding, or the one who looks at the world as his friend and loves it? The question does not need to be asked. We know that we want the company of the person who loves and loving, forgets all else. The only reason we think other people are odd is because they do not happen to think as we do. We must get over this little, petty attitude and see things in the large. The person who sees what he wants to see, regardless of what appears, will someday experience in the outer what he has so faithfully seen within. From selfish motives alone, if from no loftier reason, we cannot afford to find fault or to hate, or even to hold in mind anything against any living soul. The God who is love, cannot hear the prayer of the man who is not love. Love and cooperation will yet be found to be the greatest business principle on earth. God is love. We will make our unity with all people, with all life. We will affirm that God in us is unified with God in all. This one is now drawing into our life all love and fellowship. I am one with all people, with all things, with all life. As I listen in the silence, the voice of all humanity speaks to me, and answers the love that I hold out to it. This great love that I now feel for the world, is the love of God, and it is felt by all and returned from all. Nothing comes in between, because there is nothing but love to come in between. I understand all people, and that understanding is reflected back to me, from all people. I help, therefore I am helped. I uplift, therefore I am uplifted. Nothing can mar this perfect picture of myself, and my relations with the world. It is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I am now surrounded by all love, all friendship, all companionship, all health, all happiness, all success. I am one with life. I wait in the silence, while the Great Spirit bears this message to the whole world.